The company saw sales increases on the actual date of Singles Day on Saturday. But Bloomberg Intelligence still warns of risks if cost hikes from the event linger. Senior analyst Catherine Lim joins us now. So Catherine, explain to us the dynamics, because it's very easy for these companies to give us some great numbers, but actually the whole event might have been a disappointment to their bottom line.
From the various e-commerce companies, Alibaba included, JD.com, even Douyin, Kuaishou on the social commerce side of things. So there's a lot of promotions going on that contributed to the numbers that we've seen so far. I have to admit that, stacking everything together, Alibaba did well. And it actually shows that the spending that they've actually put into this year's event is showing and paying off. And we're seeing actually the higher GMV coming through for the company. But like what you've mentioned, it is the bottom line that we're after. And I do think that this will actually take a hit on their margins in the near term.
Catherine, what are your expectations? We've got a lot of earnings this week, Baba, JD, but also Xiaomi, Meituan, Tencent, and Baidu and Kuaishou are next week. What are your expectations given just how uncertain the broader macro environment is in China?
Sure. I think specifically if we group the e-commerce companies together, their retail or commerce and consumer-related margins will likely take a hit on a year-on-year basis as these companies actually raise perks for merchants and consumers in the third quarter, which is specifically the September quarter. There will be some perks that has been brought forward as a result of them trying to win some of these merchants. So we're going to see some initial signs of how aggressive these companies are in trying to actually lure more merchants and shoppers onto their platforms. And this will likely last through the end of the year.
And Catherine, there's been quite a lot of political pressure on corporate China in recent months and the last year or two, really. I mean, will these companies have to show sort of better results in order to sort of please the authorities? And if not, will the authorities do something about that?
Well, I guess with that, I'd like to take a step back and, maybe bring up the policy of common prosperity, something that's been articulated, by the local government. I do think that, the focus on the corporates right now is how to revive the economy together as a whole. And as a result of that, you might see these companies actually sacrificing their margins to actually drive some consumptions or to give back to consumers, for that matter, into 2024.
Catherine, I wanted to get a little bit deeper into Baba. Are we expecting that the margin slide could be sort of moderated somewhat as we get more into the spin-off plans?
Right. I think the spin-off plans will provide some support for selected units of the company. For instance, I have my eyes on the local services group, as well as the international businesses, whereby we should actually see losses narrowing for these businesses. And as a result of that, you will see the support coming through for Alibaba's overall margins as a result.
Bloomberg Intelligence Senior Analyst Catherine Lim there.